Hello, what's up everybody? I'm super excited to record this video. We are here in Dubai. I'm here with Kunal Shah, my partner. And this video is for people who want to start building a side hustle, want to build their team page. Me and Kunal together, we own over 6 million followers, faceless team page followers, and we've been doing it together for more than a decade, really. I've been doing this for over 6 years, he's been doing it for 4 years. Just to give you a little bit of reference, I own the page Awareness of Success, Motivation Core, and a few other pages. I have a network of over 1,000 pages across my company, AOS Media. We've generated close to $10 million online and helped clients generate multiple 8 figures in sales, all through team pages. And Kunal, quickly introduce yourself as well.
So I've been building team pages for the past 4 years while living in a third world country, and I have a network of over 4 million followers across 5 pages. And you must be knowing my pages: Millionaire Steps, Visual Hustles, Viz of AI, and it's financial education. And because of these pages, I've been able to make over $1 million in profit. And today we are going to break down exactly how anyone can start a team page from scratch.
Yeah, that's right. Like in this video, we're just tired of unfiltered advice and education. So this is not going to be a video about who am I, who is Kunal, none of that. We're just going to dive into the things. We just want to present ourselves for the credibility. We know what we are doing. But really, Kunal here, I consider him the expert. If I consider myself really good with team pages, I do this for a living for over 5 years. I consider Kunal as the expert. He literally built a page, It's Financial Education, from 0 to over 400,000 followers in less than 57 days.
Yep.
Right? He built another page right now. It's the biggest visual page in the world with 1.8 million followers currently, and he just builds pages. That's what he do for a living.
Yeah.
Now on the other side, I built pages myself. I built Awareness of Success and I built a few other pages. But what I did is I took those skill sets of team pages and I decided, hey, how can I help businesses expand? And now my company manages millions of dollars in ad spend every single year to businesses, helping them expand with team pages only. We don't do paid ads. We only do influencer marketing, and not just any influencers, only team pages. So that's what I was able to specialize in. We're going to teach you in this video how to build a team page. Now, if you are not ready to learn how to build a team page, or you're not ready to put in the work, or you're just looking for a video that's going to be entertaining given, it's not going to be this one. This is going to be a video where we dive into the specifics, step by step, what you need to do in order to build a team page, the processes we use to build a team page. Now, if by the end of the video you're going to finish watching and you're like, how can I learn more from these guys? Then we actually have a coaching program. We help students scale their team pages, build team pages, start them, scale and monetize. And you feel free to go check the description below and apply. You don't have to. We're anyway going to give all this information here in this video. So ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
Yalla, let's make it happen. I'll let you lead the way.
So when it comes to theme pages, you only need 4 things. So there's only 4 blocks. So the first block is picking the right niche. And once we've done that, then we move to posting content regularly on it. And then after learning how to post content, it's about attracting the right audience. And then once we attract the right audience in step 3, then we move to step 4, which is monetization. So we're going to dive into each of these topics so you understand it better. And after watching this, you should be ready to go and start your own theme page right after this video.
So I just want to add a few things. Number 1 is step 2, when you post content. It used to be in the past about reposting content. Just repost. Today it's about how do you build a brand. So we're going to talk about posting content in a way that also builds a brand. And when you build a brand, you actually get the attention and you grow. And this is the unique mechanism that we use for ourselves and for our students to actually be able to grow the team pages fast, right? And then also one thing I wanted to add, the first step that we're going to talk about, which is picking the niche, is the most important step.
Yep.
Because if you pick a niche that is not good, you can do great content, you can do great marketing, great monetization, all of that.
And you can spend years and years on it.
It's not gonna do anything. So first step is you have to pick a niche that is viral, right? That is working nowadays. Didn't work like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, working nowadays. And every niche has a sub niche. So you have to select a big niche, but then within the sub niche, what is actually working within the sub niche? Like what is the actually viral content? What is the content game plan that I'm gonna have within that niche that is going to work? You want to maximize your chances of success. Most people just start pages, they see something that's working, they think it's working, they start it, where in reality, you have to start something that is actually working and gonna keep working and just gonna grow. Might wanna expand on it?
Yeah, so when it comes to picking a niche, it's very simple. You wanna stick to the evergreen niches, and then there's also some niches which are trendy. So if there's a trend like, let's say, NFTs, and you ended up picking that niche, let's say 2 years ago, it was booming. But then if you continued on that page, NFTs are nowhere to be found. So
all the NFT pages are dead right now.
Dead, exactly. So you have to make sure that the niche you're picking is also evergreen. It is something that, people want information on, people want to learn about it for years and years to come. So something like parenting, AI, business, entrepreneurship, finance, mental health, health and wellness, art, manifestation.
Anything related to e-commerce as well.
So if you pick any of these niches, you can even go deeper into it. So for example, if you pick the health and wellness niche, you can go even deeper, something like how to improve your sleep. You can have a whole page around that. You can have a whole page based on neuroscience, just talking about the brain. Literally any topic. It could be parenting, parenting for teens, parenting for newborn babies, whatever it is. Every niche has these sub niches as well. So whatever you are personally interested in, something that you're personally going through, something that piques your interest, you want to pick a niche in that topic, because if you pick a niche that you're not personally interested in, you'll post the content for, let's say, 3-4 months or maybe two months, and you'll be like, okay, this is not working out, and you're just going to give up on it. But when you pick a niche that you are personally interested in, you're obviously going to know more stuff about it compared to the other people who are going to be your followers. This can be your unfair advantage, which is knowing about this topic and being interested in that topic more than other people.
And even if you don't know, but you're interested, you can use Google, ChatGPT, etc. to learn more and then publish that knowledge.
Exactly. So you don't need to be an expert at any of these topics. As long as you personally have that interest or passion,
desire.
You can pick that niche. And you can obviously, once you're starting a theme page around it, for example, the finance page that I built. Now, I wasn't personally interested in finance, so I never built one. But now, since I've made a lot of money, I've started investing in myself. I've started doing more investments with my money. So that's a topic that I'm really interested in. So I started to learn and understand finance much better just because I started posting content around it. So at the same time, you're teaching people through your content, through your free content on your theme page, and you're teaching yourself as well.
As well, when I started Awareness of Success, I did a lot of personal development in the army. You know, I read the book Think and Grow Rich and a lot of books by Russell Brunson, Expert Secret, Dot-Com Secret, and Tony Robbins books and Jim Rohn's books. And I was like, why wouldn't I share the personal development I'm growing through content? I didn't even know what Team Pages are, but I just did it. Now, if I summarize then the formula that we are given here to select the right niche, is number one, you select a niche that is evergreen. It's always growing, right? Always being searched for, always being consumed, right? There is an opportunity with unique niches that are trending right now. You can also start a trending niche, but make sure it's a trending and evergreen together. Let's say, for example, sleep. Let's say now there is a lot more awareness about sleep. So you can start it, but then the evergreen niche is health, right?
Exactly.
So you can always do that. So that's the step number one. Step two, to pick a right niche, is you need to be passionate about it. You need to have a desire to study the field. You need to have this extra edge so you can bring a twist to the content. Even if you know nothing about content, just the fact that you're going to read the content, search, connect a little bit with ChatGPT, come up with unique angles to the things that you've already seen and giving your own twist into it in a faceless way, and just having the desire and passion is going to allow you to stay consistent, and the edge of the content is going to make you unique compared to those many other people who start theme pages and just fail with them.
Yeah, that's another reason why many theme pages fail, is they start a page in a topic they're not personally interested in. Like there's person X who starts a page in parenting, but they're not even a parent. So imagine they post content for a month, the page doesn't grow, they're just going to be like, theme pages don't work. But imagine a parent actually starting a theme page around parenting. So for example, our student Varana, she started a parenting page because she was a parent herself. It's a topic that she's personally interested in, something that she wanted to get better at. The crazy part is her starting that page around parenting helped her connect and get closer to her daughter, because she was able to quit her job and travel the world with her daughter just because she started a faceless theme page in the parenting niche. So keep this in mind. When you're picking a niche, make sure you have even a slight bit of interest in it so that you don't get bored when you start posting content around it. Now, there is another way you can find out if a niche is good. So what you can do is search for existing theme pages in the niche that you want to start a page in. So let's say your niche is parenting. I would just go to Instagram and search the word parenting, and you'll see several pages which are actually theme pages. Go to those pages and see how many followers they have. And an important thing you want to check is, are they posting consistently? If they're posting every day and they have a lot of followers, they wouldn't be posting for nothing. They're making money from it. That's why they're still posting content. That means that niche is good. So whenever you are thinking of starting and picking a niche, just search for that niche on Instagram and see if there are existing pages available who are already posting content around it. Because if there's already demand for it, that means there's space for you to get into it. You don't have to think in the mindset of like, oh, it's already saturated.
No.
You want to think that if there's many people doing it, that means there's a lot of demand. So why shouldn't I do it?
Actually, that leads me to a point that is going to repeat all across the points that we have. For every stage, there is a rule of thumb that has been used by me and many others, to be honest, to create success in the fastest way. And I learned this very early in my career, and I'm very thankful for that. Two things. You want to make data-driven decisions, and you want to model what's working. So data-driven decisions means you're going to run research. Anything you're going to decide to do, you want to run research and proper research. And then once you have the research, you have the data. And if you have the data, you can model what's already working. You don't copy, right? It's not about copying. It's about knowing what's working.
Exactly.
So if you want to open a restaurant, let's say a pizza place, right? So you would run research before you start and you would check, do people like pizza in the area? Because if all of them are allergic to cheese, you don't open it. And then you would check how many pizza places are there already in the city. And then you would check what pizza do they serve? Is it successful? Will you go visit? They have customers or it's empty?
Exactly.
If all of them are empty, why will you open another one? But if they're packed, you can open another one, right?
Yep.
Same thing like Instagram team page. Let's say you want to open a page in the finance niche. So you go search which finance pages are available. And you can quickly go to Instagram search bar, type finance, team pages are going to open. Then you click the bottom that shows you recommended pages. That's how you start finding through keywords and through recommendations. And then once you find, what you can do is go to use a website like Social Blade, which is free to use. And then it's going to show you how much the page is growing. So you're just going to put the username on Social Blade, see how much the page is growing. Now, not only that, you can only click the 3 dots about this page, see when this page is opened. So if it's been created a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. So now you can see how much followers the page is growing every day. When it opened, how much followers he has in total. And then you can go scroll through the content and you see, first of all, do they post shoutouts? Do they post any promotional content? You need to understand the difference between regular content, which is the regular content they post to attract followers, to grow the page, to give value to their followers. And then you see a promotion. Promotion might look like, hey, this is a great soda company, buy from them. Or it can be like, hey, go follow this brand, go do this. It's always a call to action.
Yeah, whenever they're promoting something else other than themselves on their page,
it means they're making money.
They're making money. Exactly.
So now you get those 2 data factors. Number 1, the page is growing, yes or no? It's growing, yes or no? It's posting content consistently, yes or no? And the second thing is like, do they make money? If you see a page and all they do is just regular content and you follow it day by day by day, they do nothing, probably they don't monetize. But if they sell ads, they make money. Or if they have a link in the bio and they promote something, they make money. Now, of course, it's not 100%, right? They don't know how to run their page, they promote, and they don't sell anything. But the chances of that are very, very, very rare. Because if you see a page, let's say 600,000 followers, and it creates promotions every single day, and they get likes, it gets comments, it gets reach, probably there's a reason they keep doing it every single day. But if somebody, I can say it for myself, I run ads and shoutouts for millions of dollars every year, I do not keep running the same ad and the same promotion if it doesn't work. I only want to spend my time, effort, and money, energy into what's working. And if it doesn't work, I do it one time and then I pivot.
Exactly.
Right? So this is really how you pick a niche. You find the data and you model it and you make sure you do it in the evergreen niche and something that you're passionate about. This will help you stay consistent. And here I want to finish by saying, and you can add more things, that it's not magic. Like literally, to be successful with team pages, you have to start.
Yeah.
You have to start. You need to follow the right guidance. You need to pick the right niche. You need to do things right. But once you start and you do things right, the chance to win is very high. It's like Instagram wants to reward you for posting content. Instagram wants to get you to get more reach. Instagram has an incentive. It wants to keep the user on the platform. How it keeps the user on the platforms? By having content creators, just like me and Kunal and you now, who create content that is good. And if you create content that is good, people would want to keep watching it, right? Now, since it's a faceless team page, you don't have to be good with content yourself. You just have to be good with data. You just have to be passionate about the topic, and you need to learn how to do research. We're going to teach you content in a second, move to second step. But you have to create content that is keeping people on the platform.
Exactly.
Right? And so you just pick a niche, you get started, you do it well, and this is step 1.
That's exactly how you pick a niche. Now, once you've picked a niche, that's when we move to the second step, which is creating content around that topic or niche so that we can start attracting the right audience.
Okay, now when we finish step number 1, which is picking a niche, let's go step number 2. You have a niche. You probably pick the username, right? We're not going to cover all the regular easy stuff you can find on YouTube, which is like how to pick a username, how to do the bio. Of course, you need to understand, you need to do it. Pick username, do the bio, post some things. Now, it's about how do you post content that is actually going to work and go viral, right? This is the sauce. Like, how do you make it work? What do you need to focus on to make it work? We are not here in the video going to tell you, yeah, post content. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
How do we make it work? I give you the lead. Start.
Yeah. So when it comes to starting a theme page and making sure that it's growing, you want to first start by focusing on reels, just by posting reels. The reason why many people fail with theme pages is because they start posting static posts and carousels and they think that this is what works. But that probably used to work 5-10 years ago. It doesn't work anymore. Reels is what works right now, because when you post reels, Instagram shows and pushes reels that you're posting to non-followers. So these are people who are not yet following you. You want them to see your content. So once they like it, they can become and turn into your followers. With posts, what happens is the posts are pushed first to your followers. Now, if you are starting from zero and you have 0 followers, who do you think Instagram is going to show your posts to? Nobody. That's why we start with reels. And to create reels, it's very simple. We use a free tool called CapCut. It's very simple to use. It does auto captions for you. You want to make sure each and every reel has auto captions and captions that are readable and easy to consume. And another very specific detail that I like to share with my one-on-one students is that you want to keep the reels between 30 to 90 seconds. Nothing shorter and nothing longer. 30 seconds, longer than 30 seconds, because if it's shorter than 30 seconds, you're not going to give people enough value to follow you. And shorter than 90 seconds is because it's not a YouTube video. Now, when it comes to finding the content for your reels, we simply go to YouTube and start finding and searching for content in your niche. So if it's, let's say, parenting, if it's health and wellness, search for podcasts, search for interviews of people talking about those topics. Now, you might be thinking, but that's stealing of content. Here's the kicker. The guys who are creating these podcasts and interviews, they love it when theme pages share their content because it's a win-win-win situation.
Correct.
When we post their content on our theme page, we get followers, the followers get value, and then we connect the followers to their main video. So let's say it's a 2-hour-long YouTube video. From that, we create 10 short clips. Now, when we post those 10 short clips, people are going to ask the people who are watching that video, where can I watch the whole thing? So we're driving traffic back to them.
It's a win-win-win.
Exactly. Now, here's the key though. If you want to do this ethically, I've been doing this for so long. I've connected with some of the biggest podcasters in the world. So one of my students got followed by Joe Rogan.
Kunal showed me yesterday a voice message he got on his page from Robin Sharma. I read all of his books. He's literally Robin Sharma. Hey, can I connect? Be posted on your page.
So there's an ethical way to do this. So this is when you start, when you are posting the content, before posting it, you want to credit the people where you got the video from. You want to credit the source. So let's say the video is from XYZ podcast. You want to tag them. Let's say the speaker is this person. You just want to tag them. Tag them on Instagram. And this is another thing. There was once when I started my theme page, I tagged Pitbull in one of the videos and I created a motivational video of Pitbull on Millionaire Steps. Pitbull saw it and he shared it on his story to his 20 million followers. Overnight, I gained 50,000 followers. So it's important for you to...
social media.
Exactly. It's important for you to tag these people. So when you're taking content from them and kind of branding it and creating it in your own style using CapCut, you're doing it ethically. You're not stealing content. We are still sending traffic back to the original source as well. And this is the first step of creating content.
Now, I want to emphasize on a few things that Kunal said that are super critical lessons, okay? So number one, you talked about like if it's below 30 seconds, it's too short, over 90, it's too long. Let me talk about something, right? There are 2 metrics you need to start learning when you do content. Number one is, we'll call it virality, reach, likes, no matter impressions. This is like, let's call it exposure, right? And the second thing is conversion, right? The fact that a reel got, let's say, 100 million impressions means 100 people play this video. It doesn't mean that you got a lot of followers. Conversion is the followers.
Exactly.
So you want to create content that goes viral, but then also convert.
Exactly.
So when you're starting in your niche, you need to learn and give a reason for people to follow you. That's where the conversion comes from. Usually, there are 2 main reasons for conversion. It's either you provide value or you provide entertainment. Now, in both cases, you provide value. Even entertainment is value, but you need to understand and give them the reason. So if it's just a viral video that gives no value, right? It's just viral. You may have millions of impressions, but you get 5 followers, 100 followers. But sometimes my best post has been like, for example, how to actually sleep 8 hours a day, and giving like such a high level tips about sleep that people are like, wow, I want this content. And then they click double tap, they like, they even comment, but then they also follow. They may save it. Now, you want to give value that converts. So this is kind of how to study. You talked about the seconds. It's not just the seconds. It's also,
not just about the seconds.
It's the content itself that you want to share. Now,
what is being said in that video?
What is being said, the message.
The message.
Exactly. And step by step, you want to learn, and there are so many tricks. We can do a 1-hour video just about tricks for theme pages to make them go viral and convert. But I want to teach you the mindset, like how do you think about content. So this is number one thing I wanted to emphasize.
Before you go on to the second thing, another thing I want to add is the content you want to create should be shareable. So I'm sure you're sharing memes and messages with your friends. You want to make sure the content you are creating, people want to share that with other people as well. If you're able to do that, Instagram is going to reward the fuck out of your page. It's going to give you followers, it's going to give you likes, it's going to give you sales, everything. You want to make your content shareable. And how you make that shareable is by adding value to your content.
Yeah.
And that's going back to what you said, whatever is being said has to be valuable.
Share it with somebody because you have a reason.
Exactly.
Now let me emphasize on the second point. When Kunal or me, we give you a tip, so in this case Kunal told you, hey, start with YouTube, right? There are so much thinking that we can't even explain all of it on why to do that. But the thing is like you can get reels and videos and content for your theme page from so many sources. You can do it from Instagram, you can do it from Twitter, you can do it from Reddit, you can do TikTok, you can do so many things, and also it might work, by the way, it might work. Now, the thing is, we studied so many team pages, we created so much, and we found that from YouTube, it works very well for a few reasons. Number one, it's easy to search the most viral and most popular clip. You can actually filter on YouTube and find the top viral ones. Now, YouTube is a very similar platform to Instagram when it comes to YouTube Short, but then when it comes to long-form content on YouTube, if you actually do the extra mile and you take long-form and turn it into short-form, you are unique. You are the only one who has this clip, right? And Instagram rewards original content. So what happens is if you go and you find already a short-form on TikTok or even YouTube and you just repost it, you're not unique. So you have lower chances of going viral. But if it's like 2-hour podcast and you make 10 clips out of it, and by the way, there are tools like AI that is finding the best clips for you, cut them for you. Like you can do so many things with AI. So that's why it's better, more important for us to teach you how to think. But if you do that, it's gonna do better.
So to add to that, what I like to always tell my students is when you're creating content, create for yourself. Don't create for an audience. If the message being said on the video resonates with you personally, there's a 100% chance there's millions of other people who are going to resonate with the same message. And it's going to be more authentic because, again, as Gilad said, if you just repost it, you're taking someone else's thinking and reposting it. It's not going to do that well. But if you take your own insights and something that you personally like, you personally learned from that video, clip that and then post it, there's a much higher chance of your videos doing much better, your reels doing and performing much better.
Correct. Now, point 3 that I wanted to emphasize is Kunal is telling you, hey, start with reels, right? Today, it might be the thing. You might be watching it next year or 6 months from now, it might be another thing. I remember that before, a year ago, 2 years ago, before reels even created, it wasn't reels, right? There are periods and there are things that are working for team pages. One day it's this, one day it's that. Today, it's reels. If you listen to this podcast in a week and you start with reels, you're probably gonna win, right? Because you're gonna do what's right, where everyone is doing single slides, carousels, this, and you just do what's working. So, but also understand that there are changes in the algorithm all the time, and every time there's a big change. Every 6 months, usually, there's a huge change. Always. Now, it doesn't mean that your business is gonna die or your team page is gonna die when it's changing completely. No, it just means you need to adapt.
Exactly.
So one time it's this, one time it's that.
And that's the thing, like us guys, we run so many freaking pages. Anytime there's a small thing that changes, we just know, okay, this is working well. Let's take that, we replicate with all the pages, we test it out, and if it's working, we show that to all our students. And this is how we're able to take advantage of team pages so quickly, is because we run so many pages ourselves. We can test 1,000 different things, and whenever something new works out, literally even before the CEO makes an announcement that, hey, do this.
Way before, months before.
Way before that. So we can take advantage of it before the rest of the world finds out. And by the time the rest of the world finds out, the thing we knew, it stops working because now everyone is doing it. So this is why it's important to stay close and connected with people who are doing this as a living.
Same thing with me. I work with businesses and with team pages. So I help the businesses get promoted on the team pages. And since we run so many different clients in so many different niches, we manage the spend. They give us $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 per month. Then we actually revert back. We post on the team pages and we see what's performing. So Kunal is talking about you see what's performing on the organic side. Now there's also the paid side on like how do you make promotional content work on the team pages. This is my game. This is where we create ads all the time for our clients to even figure that out. So there's so many moving factors. You want to basically stay up to the trend. That's the point I wanted to emphasize, and thank you for explaining that in more depth. Now I want to go into one more advice for me about how to do content that's really well, and it's again data. Like Kunal is telling you, hey, create content for yourself, find and stuff like that. I agree with it 100%. I just want to say that all of the advice that Kunal gives you and I give you, you want to based on data. So data is the number one thing. So for example, you even go to YouTube and you find a long form. Try to find a long form that has millions of views, and not something that has 100 views and you're like, I like it. It might hit, but the chances are like it's very slim, 0.01%. Where if you find something that has millions of views but maybe only 50,000 subscribers, now you're talking. You find things that have such a good virality where in reality they don't have a lot of subscribers, which means it went viral outside of their follower base. If you go to Ronaldo, Kim Kardashian, even Mr. Beast, and you find the most viral ones, but they already have a huge millions of audience, everything they post is probably gonna viral. Of course, there are some things gonna more viral, less viral, but it's not like you're gonna find the golden diamond. That's what I call it. Something that is like the person has 50,000 followers, but it got 2 million views, right? It shows you the data. So you want to run research, again, based on data, model success, and then within that thing, follow on all the advice that Kunal just said. And that's gonna make you stand out. Now, here is another thing I wanna say about data. Studying competitors, studying other platforms, studying all of that is one thing. Now, on the other thing, you have to study yourself, which is what most people don't do. Just study yourself. You start posting every day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, 5 times a day, over a month worth of time. You have data. You can go to the insights and you can start seeing this performed, this didn't perform. Whatever didn't perform, you wanna delete. Whatever performed, you wanna scale on. You wanna start thinking with a data-driven mind. Now, Now, the last thing I want to share, that is also super important, one word that we use all the time with team pages and with brands in general, momentum. Momentum is everything when it comes to content. And if you're gonna do good content from YouTube and you're gonna invest time and you're gonna say, wow, I really did it. But then the week later, you don't have much time, energy, power, time. It takes 1 hour a day to do all of that. But let's say, you don't do the best work. So now you just repost from Instagram something quick. And then the next week you do again great. And then you do this. And then you're not being consistent. So 1 week you have good engagement, 1 week less engagement. This and that, you're never gonna succeed. Basically, Instagram works in a way that it gives you exposure. So if this is your reach, this circle, and then gives you exposure, you did really good content, it's gonna do this. It's gonna grow a little bit. And then if you do good content again, it's gonna grow more. It's gonna grow more. But if you do this and you do this and then
it's the snowball effect.
Snowball
It
effect.
starts small, but then if you keep on going and going and
it's
going,
going big.
it just keeps on growing bigger.
But if there is no momentum, you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, you're not able to grow followers, you're not able to go viral.
Yeah.
So you want to implement this in the right way.
Consistency is the main thing when it comes to content. So decide, I'm going to post 2 reels a day. Then keep on posting 2 reels a day until you succeed. And obviously once your page grows bigger, then you increase the amount of content you post because you have more followers, and then you keep on increasing and increasing. And once you start making money, which we're going to come to next, you can reinvest that money and hire people who can do this work for you. So even the 1 to 2 hours a day that you're spending,
Correct.
you don't have to anymore. Like Gilad, he's not here sitting and creating content.
No, I haven't managed awareness of success in the last 3 years.
So he built it, he built the momentum, he built the page huge, he did everything. He knew content, how to do everything. Then he taught that to someone else who take maybe 4 or 5% from the profits his page makes and literally runs the whole page for him without Gilad even having to look at the page.
I sometimes don't look at it for months.
Exactly. And it's still making money for you.
It's making money, multiple 5 figures every month. The thing is, for me, of course, if I focus on the page, it's gonna do probably better than if my team focus on it.
True.
But I decided I want to build the agency way more. It's making a lot bigger money.
Yeah.
So team pages, they can make you, let's say 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50K a month very easily. If you want to grow them more, you of course need to invest a lot of energy into them.
Yeah.
Where I saw an opportunity with my company who leverage team pages. I don't have just one page, I have thousands of them because I'm the connector. I'm connecting the team pages to the companies, and I decided to take my skills, put my focus there. So it makes me a lot more money. So the team pages still make money, of course, but I decided, okay, I'm going to outsource all of the work. It's making me passive profit while I grow more pages, I grow more followers, and I can do other things. For Kunal, actually, he did the same thing. Just he decided, I'm going to automate this page and I'm going to create another one, another one. So for him, he creates a ton of pages. For me, I just scale the company. Same thing. The thing is, you need to do it once, learn how to do the content well. You create a system that's working. You can delegate it, put your focus into something else. That's how you scale.
There's other gurus and people who tell people that, oh, you can just start a theme page and outsource the content from the get-go.
We don't recommend it.
You could do it, but the thing is, if you don't understand content yourself and someone comes, you hire them,
you don't know if they're doing good or not.
Exactly. They'll probably doing shit content for you. You'll never know because you don't understand it yourself. So it's better to experience this yourself, understand it better, build the momentum yourself, and then outsource it. And then another thing is, people say that, oh, you should just go on Fiverr, Upwork, and hire outsource content from those platforms. The thing is, the people who are serving those services, they don't own theme pages, so they don't really know what's working right now. So if you do want to hire someone to do this, like you want to hire people who already have theme pages, who are building theme pages in a niche that you want to build in, so they are familiar with the content, they're familiar with the style of content. So you want to hire them from Instagram itself instead of going on these, other platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, what other gurus are recommending.
There's also one more thing, is like, no one is going to care about your business or your team page in that case like you. So you're going to do the best work in the beginning, but once you create a system and a process to make sure and validate the best work, now you can hire someone, even if they don't know team pages, but you can teach them, give them the system, but supervise it. So now instead of like 1 hour a day, you're going to do 1 hour a week. You create all the content in advance, you supervise it, give them feedback, all of that. You can create systems to step by step move out from it, but you need to do it in the right way. And when you finally move out from it, obviously as time goes, the person gets better and better and better, you can move out more and more and more. There's ways to outsource it, there are ways to scale it, you have to do it right.
And then once you move out of the business, then you're no longer spending 1-2 hours a day. You can use that time like the way I do, which is creating more pages. Or don't. If the page is successful, you're making money from it, just
do
relax.
whatever you want. If you want to do this, do this. If you want to do that, do that. But that's the beautiful part about the team pages.
Yeah, it's up to you. Like once you're able to set this up as a business and make money from it, you can do what you want. Or if you want to scale like I've done, or you want to build other stuff like Gilad has done, you could do that.
Okay, so now we're going to continue into step number 3, which is growing an audience. We selected the niche, we're posting content. How are we going to attract followers? Which followers we are going to attract? What are we going to do about it? Let's dive in. Give you the lead.
So when you start posting content, you're simply going to start attracting people who are interested in that topic or that content. Now we want to make sure we are attracting the right people. So here's a mistake many people make. When they're posting content, they're posting about several different things, and that attracts various different people, and then you don't have a consistent audience. So that's why you want to stick to step one, which is picking one niche. And then step two, posting content around just that niche. That's how we're going to get the right audience, one audience that is interested in that one topic. So when we do that, it's much easier to sell to them, which is going to be the next step.
Something that I want to expand on. You might go and see all those pages with 10 million followers, 20 million followers, and you see them posting content all around many niches. Let's say they are in the entrepreneurship or wealth or business niche. They're going to post on everything, and they do it for a reason, because they have so much followers. They want to start, every content piece is hitting a different audience, and they want to maximize the reach. But when you're starting out, you want to target specific audience, talk to them. That's how they're going to convert. That's how you're going to grow. And as you go bigger, you expand the topic.
So if it's health and wellness, start with one topic in health and wellness, and as your page grows bigger and it reaches a point where you feel like, okay, maybe it's not growing anymore, you can start expanding on the topics. That way you can start attracting more and more people in that niche as well. Now, here's a problem many people face is they attract a low quality audience. I'm not being racist or anything. I'm Indian myself, but when you start attracting people from countries like India, Pakistan, etc., it becomes much harder for you to start making money with the page, because businesses, brands, they are not willing to partner with pages who have a third world country audience. So what?
If I simplify it, people in India have less purchasing power. The Indian rupee is worth way less than US dollar.
Exactly.
So if you attract people from Africa, from Kenya, from India, which is like amazing places, great places, they also use Instagram. So it's very easy to attract these audiences. But the thing is like you may end up with hundreds of thousands of followers that you cannot monetize.
Exactly.
But if you have hundreds of thousands of followers from the US or from first world countries like Europe, like let's say France, Amsterdam, people from Amsterdam, Switzerland, Germany, etc., those people can pay a lot of money, or even a little bit of money. Even a $20 product, it's easily payable for them, or they can even pay high ticket products like $10,000. So you want to build an audience with people that can buy, that has purchasing power, and you should focus on that as well.
So I'm going to reveal some sauce here that even if you pay thousands and thousands of dollars for, no one's going to reveal this to you.
Let's go.
I live in a third world country myself. I'm from Kenya, but all the pages that I have, they have a top US audience, and there's a reason behind it. The reason is very simple. The content that I post on my theme pages, which have high US audience, the content that I post is targeted towards these people. So when I post that content, it's only going to attract people from the US. So talk about topics that only people in the US or in the Europe or Australia or UK, they care about it and they understand it. So for example, in very simple example, exactly. So when you're posting stuff related to that, obviously the people who are living in those countries are more aware of it and they're more likely to engage with it and also follow you. Now with my finance page, for example, so every finance term that I'm using on the page is related only to people in the US or
401k,
401k, exactly. I'm talking about stuff like 401k and then the IRS, etc. These are terms that only people living in the US understand. And when I talk about that and when I post content around it, who do you think is going to engage with my content? Who do you think is going to get value from it? It's going to be people living in the US. When I give them value from my content, they're more likely to follow me. And this is why I have a high US audience, even while I'm living in a third world country myself. So target the content to the people you want to attract.
And it goes also to the smaller things, which is like, let's say you select podcast on YouTube from public speakers. You know, there are public speakers that are famous in the US and also public speakers who are famous in India. Choose the ones that are famous in the US, choose US public speakers, etc., etc. Every content piece that you do, try to make it targeted towards the audience that you want to grow. You're still going to grow followers for third world countries. You can't ignore it. When you grow a team page, it's international audience. But then there are the stats on the Instagram platform. And you want to have the majority of your audience from the US.
From the first world countries.
Third world countries, let's put it this way,
And that's exactly how we attract a high quality audience to your theme page.
Now, one more thing that I would add is we talked before about conversion and virality. When you're growing an audience, this is the factor. So I'm not going to repeat it again because we already talked about it. But in order to really grow followers well, what you want to do is go viral. First of all, if you're not going viral with the team page, you're never going to grow followers. So you need to go viral. You need to have content that's getting exposure, shareable content, getting saved, getting shared, all of that. And then once you go viral, you want to make sure you go viral for the right reasons, which means conversion, which means specific valuable content that talks specifically to your niche. And the data will tell you that. that. Now, once you go viral and you get conversions, you just double down on what's working for you. You replicate that, and it's become so easy. Like once you've cracked the code, you went from 0 to 1, let's put it this way, with your content. Once you've cracked the code, you went from 0 to 1 with your content. Everything else become way easier. Like the harder part is to get started. Of course, you need to put energy and focus there. Once you have passed it, you just start to do more and more and more of what's working for you. You can keep doing that, plus innovate on the side. You do what's working, plus you innovate, that's fine. Whatever is innovating not work, you stop. Whatever is working even better, you always innovate again based on the data that you already have, right? That's the process that you do, and you repeat with your content in order to keep growing. Now, once we've grown an audience, it's time to make money from it. And this is where me and Kunal can give you the most amount of value, because growing a page is one thing, and there are so many pages who are super big, and yet they still make, let's say, 5K a month. They're still making money, of course, but they haven't tapped into how can they make 10, 20, 30, 40K, even hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars from their team pages. So monetization is critical, and yes, now you want to grow an audience, how do you monetize? We're going to give you all the ways how to do them, all the mindset, how to think about it. Exciting thing, because we're going to give it everything away. So let's go.
There's three main ways you can start monetizing a theme page. So the first one, and the most simplest one that every theme page does, is selling shoutouts and ads on your theme page.
That's easiest, fastest, consistent money, no work.
No work. So that's why most people, what they do is they have a page, they grow it to, let's say, 500, 600 or 1 million followers, and then they consistently get $10,000, $20,000 every single month, but they get stuck in that space because they're only selling shoutouts.
Let me just quickly explain what are shoutouts. So I work with businesses that are paying me to pages to get featured, right? So if I work with, let's say, a personal brand who is a public speaker, and this public speaker want to grow his personal followers, so he may go and put $10,000 into various different theme pages. So he may go to Kunal, pay him $200 to get featured on one of his pages, and then Kunal will just simply get the content from this creator, click publish. It might be a reel, might be a carousel. It's a shout out basically. Kunal keeps the money, it's 100% profit. All he did was click post on his page, and this public speaker or company, it might be a shoe company, it might be a watch company, it might be anything, they get followers, they get traffic. So it's literally the easiest way to make money is just like selling ad space on your team page. And to emphasize even more on that point, I built a company that is just doing that. We pay team pages every single day, hundreds of them, right? So what we do is we take ad spend from big businesses and we go act as the middleman, we go negotiate good deals with the pages, and we just run shoutouts for them. It's very comfortable for the shoutouts to work with us because we give them consistent businesses. They don't have to go and find a lot of clients, they just work with us and we pay them a lot of money, and they're just like me, few media buyers that they just work with them. It's a lot easier. So it's a win-win for everybody. We usually get cheaper prices and they get a lot of clients who just continuously buying shoutouts from them, and our clients, they get a lot of traffic in a really good rate.
And when it comes to selling shoutouts, the only problem with that is you can only start selling shoutouts once you have a big enough following. So let's say over 100,000 followers. You could probably start selling at 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 followers. But the problem is if you start advertising on your page that early, you might end up killing your page. I don't want people to give up on $10,000 just to make a quick $100 right now. So what I tell my students is wait for a bit, let your page keep on growing, have some more momentum, and then charge a higher price for the shoutout instead of you selling it for much cheaper when you have a much smaller page. So I recommend you start shoutouts and start thinking about selling them after 100,000 followers.
Basically, when you do shoutouts, if your page is not big enough, it may also kill your page.
Exactly.
Because the audience is not big enough for them to not see the shoutouts every time, and you want to basically keep them engaged. And if they see promotional content every day, every time, they may not like and engage with your content anymore.
Exactly.
So usually, let's say you have a goal in mind, you want to make $5,000. So if you sell for 50 per post, you need to post so many times to make that amount of money.
100 times.
But if you grow the page a little bit more, a few more months, now instead of selling for 50, you say for 350, which is very doable, then now you don't need to post so much to get the $5,000. You don't need to post that frequently, so you can keep doing more and more viral content. Usually you have more followers, so the page is not dying. And then that's how you can sell shoutouts consistently without killing your page.
Exactly. Now, another problem with shoutouts is most theme pages use that as a monetization method and they get stuck. So they have a big following. It has a cap. There's only a certain amount of shoutouts you can sell in a day.
You don't want to overflood your page.
You'll end up killing it even more.
Let's say you post twice a day, $200 a post, it's $400 a day.
Exactly. That's 6 figures a year.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, but it's not how you're gonna make the big money.
Yeah. So when it comes to making the big money, shoutouts is just easy money.
Cash flow money.
There is no effort that you need to put in. Like it's so lazy. There was a point in life, like I was just chilling in bed. I was just watching Netflix the whole day, not doing anything, and still making 30K a month because I had so many theme pages and I'm just selling shoutouts on them. But then obviously I got more hungry and I wanted to build a much more bigger things. And that's why I started building more theme pages, right? But most people are not like that. They get stuck at 5,000, 10,000 and they're chilling there. But you want to make sure that you want to go to the next level as well. That's why we have the other monetization method that is going to take you to the next level. So the other two are affiliate marketing or selling your own digital or physical products. products. So we're going to start off with affiliate marketing first. You must have heard about affiliate marketing, and most people, the way they do affiliate marketing is just wrong. They're either selling pyramid schemes as an affiliate offer, or they're selling too cheap of products, maybe from Amazon, and they're making 1 to 2% commissions.
Or they don't have an audience.
They
don't have an audience, but if they already have an audience, it's way easier to do, which is like why step one is building the audience.
Yeah.
Also, just to say, affiliate marketing is basically selling others people's product or services. So you don't need to do any fulfillment.
Yeah.
You just sell something and you get money, but you don't need to do anything after that.
So once you have an audience, and let's say the audience is in parenting, or let's say the audience is in health and wellness, so what you can do is find existing health and wellness digital products, physical products, services, etc., and you become a partner with those people who've already created those products. And then once you start promoting that on your page to your audience, and once they make a purchase or once they make a sale, once you make a sale from that, you get a commission for it. And this is where it either makes or breaks the deal. Some people go for low commissions and they end up, not making enough money, and the product is cheap. Let's say if it's a $10 product and you're getting 1% for it, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So you want to go for either expensive product, which are giving good commissions, or even if it's cheap products, but it should have high commission. So 50, 40, 30%, those types of commissions is what is going to show when you start advertising and promoting that content to your audience.
Now, there are websites that are actually giving you which are the best affiliate deals, and you can search on those websites on your niche. For example, let's say ClickBank. You go in, and if you are in the finance niche, you go and you search for finance products, and it shows you what are the top ranking products, how much percentage they are given, how much they're selling, what is the conversion usually you get. And the thing is about affiliate marketing is you don't need to go create the product and then test it. You can simply grab the affiliate link, promote it, and then see it does well, you keep promoting. It doesn't do well, you stop promoting. Yeah, of course you need to figure out the creative of that. So you need to kind of know your page, know your audience, and see, what content piece is gonna actually convert. You have to figure out the creative game on your own page. But of course, since you have built the page and you know the page, you would also know how to promote this one offer that you're trying to promote. Now, no matter which product you're going to do, by the way, if it's your own product or affiliate product, or if it's a service or it's a physical product, no matter, you always have to figure out and know this thing. Your audience are interested in the topic that you've decided to grow your page about, and they have problems in their life. They have problems they need to solve. So for example, our student Verena, she created a parenting page. So all of her followers are people who want to become better parents, which means they have kids or they are about to have kids and they've never had kids probably, right? So they're like, how can I be a good parent? Oh, there's an Instagram page who give me for free all this value. I want to follow it. And then she found out that there is an angle that can sell, which is like how to be a calm parent. So now, just with an angle, she understood, and you can understand that as well. Once you have a team page and you have an audience, you can ask questions on the stories, you can make polls, you can talk to your audience, you can literally talk with them in the DMs.
You don't even have to do any of that. They can even tell you that. Look at the comments.
Look at even what's going viral. If there is a post that keeps going viral, which is like...
They're going to comment their problems. They're going to comment like, okay, I totally relate to this.
Whatever is viral actually
is
what they resonate with. So if it's a lot of things on like how to become a calm parent or like things about that topic, probably that's the angle. So she created a PDF, $27, and now she sells it, right? That's the price, yeah?
That is, yeah.
So basically, you need to understand they have a problem, That's the things that you can make money with, by solving their problem through affiliate marketing or through your own products or services. But you want to sell something in order to make money, and usually when people obviously buy shadows from you, they already know that your audience has a problem. They are willing to give you money. They don't know what the result is going to be, but they give you money to solve the problem on their own. So if you can be smart and solve the problem yourself without obviously letting other businesses solve the problem to your audience, then that's how you make extra money.
And another thing most theme pages do wrong is they promote the wrong thing. As Gilad said, that you have to solve a problem for your audience. So let's say your audience is in parenting, and then you start promoting how to make money online.
Correct.
It doesn't make sense. You're not solving a problem that they have followed you for. They followed you because they want to learn about parenting hacks, parenting advice, etc. But you, no, I want to sell to you how to make money online. So it doesn't work that way. So you have to think. So for example, one of our other students as well, he has a fashion page, right? So he did an affiliate offer where he's promoting all these outfit ideas, and then for every outfit idea, he tells people, okay, if you want to look like this, if you want to buy the t-shirt, if you want to buy the t-shirt, the jeans, the shoes, here's the link. So see, his audience is following him for fashion advice.
Yes.
And
then
he
makes it simple for them.
Exactly. He's making it simple for them. So people thank him and they even make the purchase. So this is how you create value, that people actually thank you. You don't have to force them to get your stuff.
Now, the next monetization method is just making your own products and services. I actually think starting with affiliate marketing is better, especially to figure out what is the problem that you want to solve for your audience. But once you figure it out and you start making money with affiliate, for example, Kunal, you showed me how you made money with this affiliate offer on this challenge on your millionaire step. And I made money in the beginning with awareness of success by promoting books on Amazon. I promoted the book The Secret and Think and Go Read, and I promoted just books, and then I promoted on Audible because it allowed me to get more commissions just promoting the Audible platform, the audiobook. book. But basically, once we understood, okay, on this page, what sells is books, or what sells is how to make money through this offer, or the parenting, or whatever this is. Now you can, if you want to make more money, which means you're not going to get only percentage of the sale, but you want to get a full amount of the sale, and that's where you can create your own product, right? Now, usually it's easier to create digital products because there's no fulfillment. You create it once, whether it's a PDF, and through different softwares and different technologies, they can buy from you online, get it to their email, there's no fulfillment done. So it's like affiliate marketing. You just have to do more work on creating the thing. Now, you don't want to spend, weeks and weeks creating the thing when you don't know it's going to work. So what you want to do is test it before you create it. You first test it, it does well, and then you create it. The way to test it is through affiliate marketing, or just to promotion of the thing before it's even created. Pre-sale, which you can also do. So that's pretty much what I recommend. Now, also one more thing that I would say, and I would add about monetization, is that you need to understand once you have a page with hundreds of thousands of followers, you're a very respectable person. They don't know you are, but you're respectable. You can go and message any one of your followers and they would respond. You can actually message people who are non-followers. You can go and message influencers with millions of followers and they might respond to you because now you have a name. So you can get connected, I once wanted to interview the second guy of Brand Cardone. His name is Brandon. He did exit of over $100 million. I just messaged him and I was like, hey, I want to interview to my podcast. Can we connect? And the guy, he sold his company for more than $150 million. And he's like, yes, I would love to do it. I'm connecting you with my team. Boom, I got on a Zoom call with him for 1 hour and I have a podcast. You can go search it. And I got connected to so many people just because I messaged them. So you can go and just where you can open your mind. Let's say you figure out what the problem of your audience. You can go directly message certain creators, certain influencers, certain companies that you think may be able to give a solution to the problem that your audience experience. And you can come, this is where you become an entrepreneur and you provide those solutions to them, right? Or you just message your followers and you talk to them. Or you go and create digital products. There are so many ways, and soon I'm gonna give the kicker, which is in my opinion the next way of monetization that is also possible. But yeah, this is really how you monetize. You solve a problem and you sell to your audience.
And something that I love about digital products is once you test out with affiliate marketing, it's working, then you wanna go immediately create your own digital product. It's much simpler than you think. We use Canva to create the ebooks or PDF. It takes us literally 30 minutes max, especially with the help of ChatGPT. And we start selling it on a free platform like Gumroad, which does everything for free. That's where I'm still selling, even till date. The good thing with digital products is you own that customer. So if you're able to provide a lot of value with the first digital product that you create, they're your customer for life.
They can keep buying.
Yeah, exactly. So if, let's say, for someone like Verena, she's provided so much value with her first digital product, she can go ahead and create another one. She currently has over 30,000 paying customers. So now these 30,000 people, if she creates a second digital product, more than 50% are going to buy that second product that she creates. So you kind of own that customer for life.
Yeah. Now, what we are talking to you guys here is really building a business. Because once you create your own products, you build a business. Now, the thing is about it, we know you're a beginner. Probably the people who start team pages are usually beginner in those things. When you start a business like this, and there are many people who tell you, hey, go sell ebooks or build digital products and stuff like that, you don't have an audience. So it's very difficult to market it. You need to figure out how to get the audience. You need to run ads, you need to do this, you need to do that.
And you'll end up burning money if you run ads and you don't know what you're doing. So that's why it's better to build an audience for free.
Yeah, you build an audience first and then you monetize. And if you fail with your first time monetizing, it's fine. We all fail. Just try again next week. And you keep building the audience, you keep building your page until you find what's working. And once you find it, you make so much money.
Exactly.
And there's even a kicker. If you're really good at monetizing, you can even have more growth methods to grow your page. You always want to grow organically, but if you're making so much money from the page, you can go and get other pages to start post your content and send you more organic followers from other team pages because you're making a lot of money from the page, so you want to expedite the process even more.
Yeah, you can even do paid collaborations.
Paid collaborations, etc. There's so many ways. Now I want to talk about the kicker, which is what I did. Once you master team page, you need to also understand, yes, you can make money from your team page, but you can also make money with the skill sets that you now have with your page. It's very important to talk about that because you grow a page, you know so many things by now. You know how to go viral, you know how to do content, you know how to convert with content, you know how to promote, right? You have network, you probably have built connections and network, you know other team pages. So what I did is I took that skill set and I created an agency. Now, you don't have to do it, again, it's up to you, but you can go and offer content creation services to other businesses.
It's just to show you what's possible.
What's possible. They can pay you a lot of money. There are businesses that are paying thousands and thousands of dollars every month to create content. So now if you come to a business and you're like, hey, I have this 500,000 followers team page, and you go and you offer them content services, they might buy from you, right? And you might be able to easily even outsource that process. Up to you what you want to do with it. You can build an agency, you can build a company, you can even work with just 1 or 2 clients, each are paying you $3,000 a month, and it's gonna take you another 1 hour a day. It's up to you what you want to do, but you need to also remember that the same skill set that helps you build this one successful page, you can use them to your advantage to make money in various ways. I'm just giving you here some examples, but in my opinion, building a team page gives you the baseline foundation of skill sets that allows you to succeed later on in your entrepreneurship career.
100% agree. You get good at so many different things when you build a theme page that it just makes your journey much easier to go to that next level after you've gone through, let's say you start making $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month, and going to that next level becomes much easier for you because you already have all these skills. You're using these skills every single day, so you kind of have mastered them. And as Gilad said, you can do a lot of stuff with those skills that you have, that you learned just by building a Faceless theme page.
Guys, this is the first step. We sat here in the sun, sweating a little bit, trying to give you all this value. Hopefully you implement, because I'm listening to Kunal speak, he listens to me speak, and this is valuable. This is the things that helped us generate a lot. We changed our circumstances completely. Like, he's from Kenya. I look at him as inspiration. Just so you guys understand, he's an inspiration to me. I'm coming from Israel, but I'm also coming from, I grew up not knowing anything about business, not knowing how to speak in English, and I did everything while I was in the army. I was able to join the army as a mechanical engineer and finish it as a mechanical engineer, but with a team page business that is doing over $10,000 a month. I've never worked a job since then. It's over 5 years now. I built my own company, all thanks to this one decision and one skill set to build a team page. And hopefully it gives you value and inspiration to go and do it, because it's possible. And it's very hard to live a good life nowadays. I know how hard it is because I've been there, and you need to find the ways to break out from the system, to find yourself a really good paying career. But you also want a paying career that is giving you the opportunity to have freedom.
Exactly.
Not being stuck in an office or being stuck in a job for 12 hours every day. Like, you want to have something that gives you skill sets, give you freedom, give you scalability. And for us, it's been team pages. And it's not just for us, it's for hundreds and thousands of other people who also build team pages. This opportunity exists, and we are here to give you and teach you how you can do it. We want you to succeed. The more team pages that are available in this space, the more money my agency is gonna make, because we can use more team pages, right? And we of course want you to succeed and want to help people. That's the main reason, to be honest. But then on top of that, this industry is just gonna keep growing. More and more people are using social media. More and more people are scrolling on their phone. Now, instead of just being a consumer and just scrolling, start being a creator. When I look at content, I look on like, do I like the content or no? What did they use in this content angle that made it go viral? I'm studying content as I scroll. And you want to start becoming a creator. You want to use what everybody is doing into your advantage. And everybody is scrolling, they have their attention on the phone. Become a creator, post content, and make money from it. This is a life-changing opportunity. And yeah, I just wanted to sit here while we meet in Dubai and give all this value, because we think it's a life-changing value. Anything you want to add?
That's it. It changed my life, it changed his life, and all of our students who are working with us. Hopefully this might be a start for you, and hopefully one day it changes your life as well.
Let's make it happen.
If you want to work one-on-one with us and learn directly from us, check the link out in the bio description below, and you'll find all the information. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's go.